welcome to Citi Field, New York's National League ballpark in Flushing, Queens. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. The Metropolitans look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Noah Syndergaard gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
Digging in, Trey Turner, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2. Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He brings a .353 batting line. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Syndergaard, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball. Blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. In is Christian Yelich. He was hitless in the shutout last night. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Nimmo waits on it. And the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Madison Bumgarner will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, When he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Now to the plate, Jeff Salem. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that misses ball one. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a... The 3-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Yeah, and if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. He comes into this one hitting over 400 career against his opponent. Now, obviously, that's a relatively small sample size of at-bats, but it seems like he really likes facing this guy. It'll be interesting to see if the past history holds true.
Now at the plate, Brandon Nimmo. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Nimmo, 28 years old. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
1-1 the count now. The 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis is there. On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now.
Batting third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Here comes the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. A windup and the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
High and deep to right. Kepler ranging back to the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he is all the way over to third now with a 2-out triple.
You've got to like the effort there from the right fielder. He gives chase and leaps, but just can't bring it down. Excellent backup from the center fielder, though, coming to help out. If he doesn't, that might have been an inside the Parker.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher.
Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
Now the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And if they're going to get something close to a repeat effort out of their pitching staff in this game to the one they got yesterday, that would certainly help the cause.
No doubt about that, Matt. A combo platter, combined shutout yesterday. Hopefully they can continue to throw more zeros up in this one today.
The next 3-2. is in there. A called strike 3.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Hot shot on the ground is short. Taken in by Flores. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And now for Washington, Mitch Garver. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Standing in, Wilmer Flores. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season.
Wilmer Flores.
Lifted into center field. Taylor is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And guys, I want to focus on the guy on the mound because he brings gold to the party, and I can't say enough how crisp and how effective a defense plays when the pitcher can field his position. There's nothing better than a pitcher who can help himself in the field.
Striding in, Steven Souza. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Hard hit ball to second. Kipnis has it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7, catcher Jonathan.
In is the catcher, Jonathan LaCroix. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. Grounded back up the middle. Kipnis ranging to his right. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. We'll move to the third with no score. Some fans still trickling into the ballpark as we get you set for the top of inning number 3. At the plate, Christian Villanueva. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch on its way. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Villanueva, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
So striding in, Michael Taylor, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Nationals gone in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. Now the payoff pitch home. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. And there's one away. Stepping into the box, Jeff Salem. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made this.
Hit down the third, and this will kick off the third base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. But it stays outside, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Mets leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Got him swinging in the dirt. Lucroy has it. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis comes into this at bat. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Struck him out.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Into the box now, Christian Yelich. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. In the air now, out to right field. Souza's after it. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Next for the Mets, Vladimir Guerrero.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Pitch on the way. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Another full count pitch on its way, and he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Stepping up now, Wilmer Flores. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here now the 2-2. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Hit back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty B, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that. Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1, and he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He went down on strikes last time up. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Ground, and this ball hits the first base bag. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball as he arrives at second without a play, as a run is also in, and with it they take the lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll leave after 6, and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Anthony Swarzak is going to have his work cut out for him here. 2 runners in scoring position, so he'll try to leave them right where they are. Out of play. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here, as it'll remain second and third, but with one away now.
Watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Ready for another chance? Christian Villanueva. It was a walk in his last trip. A fastball right over the outside corner. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are.
Here it comes on 0-2. Down. Oh, and it's off the first base bag. And that'll get through into right. As he comes up in the clutch, it's a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run game now.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
At it's ball 1. No hits to this point. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy on the mound. Bases loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead, he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
Into the box now, Madison Bumgarner. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. Ready once again, Trey Turner, and with every base occupied, lifts it into the air to shallow center. Lagares giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Leading off the inning, Chris Davis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
And that misses. Ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Now at the plate, Wilmer Flores. He was a double play victim last time around. Here comes the first pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Stepping up to the plate, Steven Souza. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swung on by Souza, and he connects to left field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Now the National skipper is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it here today for Madison Bumgarner. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. For 2 from him so far in this one. Popped up. Kipnis trying to get there. Throw on to first will be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Here's Juan Lagares. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Popped him up. Kipnis is there. And that retires the side. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 3 and the Mets 2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jacob Rain will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Alex Avila will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Leading off the inning, Jason Kipnis, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
This team is fighting all the way, and one of the keys why they may be a factor heading into the postseason.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Striding into the box, Christian Yelich. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First offering on its way. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, number 22 on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Every run helps late in the game, and with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. So a solo home run here for Ryan Zimmerman. 19th home run for him on the season as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. so they might get the rest their closer the rest of the day. 4 runs feels awfully good.
Paul Sewell is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 51, Paul Sewell. Up next for the Nationals.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. 0-1 the count. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Popped up. Salem moving to his left. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in now, Mitch Garver. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
For a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. The 3-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Nimmo is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Washington leads this one 6-2. Enny Romero, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Enny Romero.
Striding in to start the 9th, Vladimir Guerrero, and they'll need him to get something going here. Line drive to center field, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Here's Chris Davis now, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the 1st out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop.
So digging in now, Wilmer Flores. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. The victory would belong to Madison Bumgarner, barring any late turn of events here. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Kipnis on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
6-2 the final total today. Washington used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Madison Bumgarner gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Noah Syndergaard struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
play ball.